If you're looking for quality designs, look no further than Bradley Shaw Designs. Bradley Shaw Designs can design anything from wraps, banners, posters, promotional items, and more. Bradley Shaw Designs is the exclusive digital graphics partner of the Renegade Monster Truck Tour and Retoon Motorsports. If you're looking for more information, please check out www.bradleyshawdesigns.com.
This isn't your typical motorsports podcast. You're listening to Crush This, a monster truck podcast presented by High Octane Coffee and J Concepts. A show where we take you inside the minds of your favorite drivers, past and present, of the monster truck industry. And now, your hosts, Brad Shaw and Dan Chichagash. Buckle in. The show starts now.
And welcome to a brand new episode of Crush This Live. I'm back. I am finally back in Canada from my trip down in the United States of America. It is glad to be back. I'm happy I'm home. Like I love the trip, but I'm happy. So yeah, so we're gonna Cheech is, I believe, in a way to a display. If you're wondering where I'm looking, I'm also doing some graphic design stuff at the same time that I can't show you guys. So I apologize about that. So I'm trying to kill two birds at once. So it's, like I said, it's glad to be back on the show. Just going to do a little bit of a story time, guys. Talk about my trip. Talk about kind of just the experience I had. It was I'm forever thankful to the Retoon Motorsports gang for bringing me down for this show and to hang out with them and kind of see a different side of the business. I don't get really opportunities like that, to be honest. So being able to go down and explore and just have fun. Yeah, so we'll start with the first day. So let me look at the calendar here so I can get all my dates correctly here when I left and everything. Everything is a blur. I'm still recovering, just time zone wise. I'm in quarantine right now. All right, so we started last Tuesday on the 20th. So last Tuesday on the 20th, I took a 10-hour bus ride to Calgary. I live about 8 hours away from Calgary, so it was about a 10-hour bus ride in total. My car really isn't the best, best shape. So I decided to take a bus down to Calgary because I was flying out of Calgary the next day, or flying out to Calgary the next day, and stayed with some family. Comments. Hey Gilbert. Hello Nick, my brother. Sir Nickington on Facebook Gaming. So yeah, got to stay with some family, get some food. Didn't sleep that whole night. Was supposed to be up at 4 a.m. to get to the airport. Getting through to where I had to fly out was good. I was like, I gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me, man. Getting acclimated to the cold weather again. So my flight trajectory was from Calgary to Dallas to Philly. So, I left around 6 something in the morning, got to Dallas, had not a lot of time to eat until I had to get on my next plane, got on that plane, got to Philly. And then Mark Albert, who works for the Renegade Tour, picked me up from Philly. We drove down to Camden, Wyoming, Delaware, Dover, Delaware. I got to go by the racetrack there in Delaware, in Dover. So that was cool. Got to meet Zane and check out some of my design work. That was kind of one of the main things about this trip, is being able to see a lot of my work. And it was definitely a honor and a blessing to be able to see a lot of my work. So next day, woke up bright and early and we were off doing stuff. Most of you guys saw the video of me trying Dunkin' Donuts snack bacon. That stuff is amazing. I'm still trying to, I haven't had, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I didn't really do any of the coffee from Dunkin', but I had one of their donuts. Amazing. I got to say, the donuts at Dunkin' are better than Timmy's. I'm saying that right now. But Timmy's still has much, like, I love Timmy's to death. So, Timmy's runs through my veins. Got to go by the metal shop. That was cool. Got to see Corey Snyder's new chassis. I'm rocking the Toxic shirt today. Gorgeous piece. That thing is going to be that thing is going to be nasty. Like, watch out for that truck. That thing is just in person. That thing is gorgeous. And then we went back to the shop and got trucks loaded and everything. And what day did we leave for the event? I think we left on the Friday. Really, Friday? I think we left on the Friday. I'm not sure we did Thursday. Everything was just a blur, man. It was so much to take in. We left. Yeah, we left Thursday. Yeah, we left Thursday. That same day, we left Thursday. Drove about 200 kilometers, so I'm not sure how that is in miles, over to the track in Abbottstown, Pennsylvania, Hanover, Pennsylvania area. Gorgeous drive. That was beautiful. Got to go basically through 3 states. We started in Delaware, went through Maryland, went through kind of Baltimore area, and then went up to Pennsylvania there. And that was cool. That was a cool drive. And, got to go in the rig with Mark, Zane, and Garrett, their youngest, or their son, their youngest son there. So that was cool. And then Friday was just kind of hanging out at the track. They kind of had their, they know what they do. And I didn't want to disrupt anybody or what they wanted, like their tasks. I helped out a little bit, but as much as I could. And it's pretty cool to see just how, because like for me, I don't get to go to a lot of shows. Like I think when I was talking to Andy and all those guys a couple days ago, in my area alone, with the last 10 years, we've only had 10 shows within the last 10 years. So I don't get the opportunity to go to a lot of shows. So yeah, got to, just experience them putting everything together and getting to see some of my stuff set up. Got to meet a bunch of people that day. Got to meet Matt Isbell. Awesome dude. One of the best announcers that I've been able to meet. I got to meet Brian Wagner from the All-Star Monster Truck Tour. Got to meet him. Got to meet some of the other crew guys for Zane and the Two Motorsports gang. And then Saturday was show day. That was a good trip. It kind of led up to that, and it was pretty epic to see just everything, and it was a lot to take in for myself. Kind of got a little bit of emotional. I'm not gonna lie. It was a big deal for me. I never thought a guy like, just sitting my butt down on the computer, clicking on some buttons would have gotten me to this point, but here we are. And everybody brought their A game. It was a great show. I got to meet Tim Mente, which is really cool. I didn't expect that. I was like just standing there and, got to meet Preston Perez as well. He was helping out Corey, and then all of a sudden I look over and I was like, that's Tim Mente. Holy crap. So that was cool. I didn't expect to meet him. Everybody was just top notch, from all the teams down to the staff to the people at the racetrack. I'm forever grateful for everybody. So that everybody was so cool to me and respectful, and we got home that night, and Sunday was just kind of a chill day. Kind of raining out, so it was kind of like, my last full day there. Just hung out and just unwinded, I guess, for me, emotionally, and just kind of try to put everything into perspective. And then the nightmare of the travel, my journey home. Oh God, where do I start with that? Up until getting to the airport was fine, and this is the part of the story that really, oh man, this is, buckle yourselves in, because this is the part where I'm just like, yeah, this ugh. So, sitting in Philly airport, having a cheesesteak, and on my laptop, just watching some stuff, and we leave Philly a little bit late due to the weather. It wasn't that bad, honestly, but just due to the weather, we left Philly a little bit late. And then, I forgot to mention at the show, I met Roach, Mike Roach, and Michael Murray, and a couple other people. The guy, I believe it's on YouTube, Four Wheeler Jock. I forget. I know his name is Michael. I'm forgetting it right now. Still comprehending everything, but okay. So as far as the travel, get to Philly, get to Dallas, find out my plane is delayed to go to Calgary. I was supposed to get home Monday. I was supposed to get home to Calgary Monday, and I was supposed to travel back to where I live the next day. Well, that didn't happen. I had to spend overnight in Dallas. I walked so far around that airport to try to mind you, at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, everything shuts down in that airport. I'm not kidding you. McDonald's, Subway, Chick-fil-A, everything shuts down. And I'm like, all I want is food or a beer. And everything shuts down. I am losing my mind. I am like, what is going on here? It's midnight and I'm walking around trying to find anything open. There was a 7-Eleven and it's closed. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I've never had to deal with any travel issues, but here I am stuck. Probably, how far away is it from, let's go, Dallas, Fort Worth Airport to Calgary. Let's see how far away that is. I want to see distance. Let's see here. It is almost 2,500 kilometers. So 2,500 kilometers. So let's go km to miles. Let's go. So 2,500 kilometers converted. So it was almost 1,500 something odd miles. So I'm way too far away from home at this point. I'm I just want to be in my bed. I want to be home. I'm tired of traveling. This is ridiculous. I'm losing my mind because there's I'm trying to find somewhere comfortable to lay my head for the night, and there's nowhere. I'm calling my mom, calling my girlfriend, trying not to lose my mind because this is the first big trip by myself. I've been in the United States, but with family. And traveling in Canada is a lot different. So I'm oh my goodness, someone shoot me right now. So I talked to security dude. I'm hey, is there anywhere open? Is there anywhere? He's I think there's a 24-hour 7-Eleven somewhere. I'm where? I need to know where this place is. I need something to eat. I'm I cannot, ugh. So I find out it was a something. I finally found, I finally was able to get over there, get some stuff. I'm just oh, finally, food. And mind you, I had McDonald's when I got there, but that wasn't enough. I needed more food. It was ridiculous at this point. So my flight didn't leave until 9 the next morning, and I just kind of crashed somewhere on the floor and opened up my laptop, watched some stuff, and just tried to not go insane. And then, hey, Mike, yeah, I finally made it home. I've been home for about a day or so. So this is my second kind of full day at home, just resting, kind of relaxing, kind of trying to get my bearings straight again, different time zone. But so we leave at 9 in the morning in Dallas, time zone. And then I finally make it home to Calgary or home to Alberta. And I was expecting cold. Not really. It wasn't that chilly. It was decent, but it was no snow on the ground I thought. So then I forget. My phone's in my bedroom charging, but so I'll kind of get to why I said that. So I get there around noon, and I have to wait until 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock to catch the bus. So I just had to go waste time, a couple hours, and then I took another 10-hour bus ride home. I had to deal with a screaming banshee child the whole way that wouldn't shut up. Couldn't sleep. Finally get home here at 5 a.m., get home, get into my bed, and just crash. As you can tell, I'm still exhausted. I'm still tired. I'm like wiped. But it was a trip that I can't put into words how grateful and thankful I am to everybody involved that made this happen. And, you know, my next trip hopefully is going to be the Hall of Fame, because Andy Olam, Chris Warnick, and everybody wants me to be there. I know, Mike, you want me to be at the Hall of Fame if it happens next year. And that's going to happen. I think my next big trip, I wanted to be at the Hall of Fame to meet everybody else and do hopefully a live podcast. But, you know, I know it was jumbled about for kind of talking about the trip, but lots of stuff happened. Lots of stuff. And it's just a lot to take in, a lot of emotions. But then, like, I'm grateful for everybody that made this trip happen. Thankful to my family, my girlfriend, Zane and Lindsay, their family, Mark Albert, Forrest, Joe Lockhart, Toxic Team, Virginia Giant Team. Is everybody involved in this trip? I thank everybody for doing that for me. And yeah, so who knows when my next trip will be? I want it to be the Hall of Fame, but who knows? Right now, it's time to focus on what stuff at home, and, you know, trying to make a better situation for me. Lots of going to be happening, but the one thing that I will say that's always going to be around is this podcast and bringing out awesome content and awesome guests and lots of stuff for emotion. Hopefully, I'll have some cool guests for you guys from this trip. And I also did an interview with Nick Davis. Got to meet Nick Davis while I was down there. So there's going to be an interview with me. Hopefully, I get to see it soon. And yeah, again, this is just a short little just story time with me. You know, I'm still recovering and trying to get used to the time zone difference. So, John, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Luke, do it. So it was awesome. But at the end of it, I was ready to get home. I was ready just to get back to my daily life. But right now I'm in 14-day quarantine, which kind of sucks. So, you know, if anybody needs any graphic stuff, hit me up. I got nothing but time. I'm going to be working on some stuff for Zane and them. That's what I'm working on right now. And yeah, guys, I just want to do a quick little episode here. As you can tell, I'm still just exhausted. Going from a time zone where I'm 2 hours ahead of where I am. So right now, like, my mind is like, what time zone am I supposed to be in? Because I've been in several over the last couple of days. So I'm trying to get back used to being in mountain time, and just grateful for everything, and can't wait to hopefully do it again and, you know, do it better this time. You know, there's a lot of things about the trip I wish I could change. You know, that's on my end. Just how I react to certain things. And, you know, I'm learning. You know, that's the one thing about with me and mental health and everything is you learn, you know, and experiences like this help you learn and help you change from that. So, but I just want to also give thanks to our sponsors of the podcast. I forgot to do that at the beginning. High Octane Coffee, J Concepts, Backshot Productions, 6B Apparel, Marty Garza, JB Scale Graphics, and myself. And John, what fast food did I try? Okay. I did Sheets and Wawa. I went to Dunkin'. I had Geno's cheesesteaks on the way back in Philly on the way back. Texas Roadhouse. By the way, if you're dining outside of Texas Roadhouse, check your ketchups, everybody. I'm not going to go into too much more detail, but check the lids of your ketchups. Check the lids of your ketchups. Yeah, that wasn't nice. That wasn't cool. That was just not at all. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is good. I dig Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A sauce and Polynesian sauce. I dig. Stupid fly. Get out of here. Yeah. So again, I hope this next trip I do it bigger and better and get to, you know, experience more. You know, this trip opened up my eyes to traveling, you know, and I want to do it bigger and better. So All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm ready for more sleep. It's been a long couple days for this Canucker, but you know, it's gonna happen again. And this time, and it's every single chip is gonna get better and better. So, all right, guys, love y'all. Cheech, hopefully you're safe, my friend, and keep the road upside down. Should I set up, everybody? Peace.